The United States federal judge has delivered a significant blow to the Trump administration in its ongoing feud with Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell. The judge temporarily halted subpoenas issued by the Department of Justice, which were directed at the nation's central bank. This ruling stems from a sharp critique of the government, with the judge indicating strong evidence suggesting the subpoenas were merely a pretext for political influence. For months, President Donald Trump has been an outspoken critic of Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell. The president repeatedly demanded that the Federal Reserve drastically cut its benchmark interest rate to further stimulate the United States economy. While the Federal Reserve, an independent body, had indeed lowered rates in several steps, President Trump clearly believed these actions were insufficient. His frustration often escalated into public reprimands, verbal attacks, and even threats to remove Chairman Powell from his position, though a concrete attempt to fire him never materialized. The subpoenas at the heart of this legal battle were officially issued by the Department of Justice, citing concerns over high renovation costs at the Federal Reserve Building. In January, Chairman Powell himself revealed the existence of these subpoenas alongside threats of an indictment. The specific accusation at the time was that Powell had allegedly made false statements to the Senate in connection with the multi-year renovation of the central bank's buildings in Washington. Chairman Powell vehemently denied these allegations. The subpoenas were reportedly an attempt to compel the Federal Reserve's board to provide documents related to these building renovations. However, the federal judge saw through this official reasoning. In the court's justification, it was stated that there was considerable evidence suggesting the subpoenas were strategically deployed as a pretense. The true objective, according to the judge, was to pressure Chairman Powell either to lower interest rates as desired by the president or to resign from his post. Furthermore, the court noted that the government had failed to present any evidence whatsoever to suggest that Chairman Powell had committed any crime. This judicial intervention underscores the critical principle of the Federal Reserve's independence from political pressures. The central bank's ability to make monetary policy decisions free from executive branch influence is considered a cornerstone of financial stability and integrity. The judge's decision serves as a powerful affirmation of this independence, pushing back against what was perceived as an attempt to leverage government power for political ends. Chairman Powell's term as head of the world's most important central bank is set to conclude normally in May. Looking ahead, President Trump has expressed his desire for former Federal Reserve Governor Kevin Warsh to succeed Powell. However, any such appointment would still require approval from the United States Senate. This ruling adds another layer of complexity and intrigue to the relationship between the executive branch and the nation's independent financial institutions, setting a precedent for protecting the autonomy of critical government bodies. What's your take on Judge blocks Trump's Fed subpoenas, citing political play? Share your view in the comments. Do you think this will matter in the next news cycle? This video was generated using artificial intelligence.